Hello, friend. Today I'm bringing you a video on how to hide and block access to the main drive, C drive, and also the D drive using group policy uh, and the domain users. This is for Windows Server 2022, and you can use it for other versions, even older versions, though. The concept is the same actually. So happen I do have a Windows 11 and have a user, and that's the user I want it to be affected on. You can have in the organizations, you can have a lot of users, a group of users, or groups, and this is a test user too, actually uh, on Windows 11, and as you can see. He can view and access C drive and also the D drive without any issues here. So what I'm gonna do here, gonna go ahead and log off user two at the from this computer and and have them re-sign in again and log in again. So after that, I'll show you how the process did take effect. But first things first, to do so, we have to have in the Active Directory, and you can of course get the to Active Directory by using you go into Tools and Active Directories, users and computer. Click on that, and I've showed you folks how to get to that and how to install Active Directory previously. Um, so for this, I'm gonna go ahead. As you guys, everybody know, to have a group policy in Active, you have to have an organization linked linked to or tied up. Actually, without that, it's not gonna work. Group policy works with organizational units. They tied up together, and you put your stuff in the Active Directory. You put your the affected groups, the affected users, computers to that, and then that will be linked. I will show you in the group policy managements area. So on this case, I'm gonna go ahead and under my own domain Alpha SkyTech, I'm gonna go ahead and create a new, we call it organizational unit, and I will this time I will have the marketing probably or accounting. It doesn't matter. Or testing. I don't have anything against the marketing department or accounting department. Let's put it testing access, testing or testing OU. Let's put it that way so it won't be anyone. Um, it won't be anyone offended to that I'm blocking the access. Testing OU. I'm gonna put a testing OU. There you go. That's the best thing I can, and I leave the protected. I will show you how to remove this in here. I'm gonna go ahead and click OK, and the testing OU is right here, folks. If you guys go to the properties and objects, if you untick this, that's what you're gonna. If you untick it and take it away and apply, it will be deleted when you ask to be deleted. But as long as it's in there, when you try to delete it, that's the purpose of that good thing. So it will not delete because of that check mark is there. Accidental delete. It's on basically. And this is a was general just to show you how is that thing. So basically after creating an OU here, and I'm gonna go ahead and minimize. I'm gonna go to tools, and then we're gonna go ahead and open the place we're gonna start our entire work to do is a group policy management, folks. Group policy management is a big area that it has a lot of um, about over 4,000 policies that you have to be very thorough. I know a lot of them and many of them, but you need to be very aware of that. The policies that involve computers and the policies that involve users in here. So today we're gonna go into a policy that will be involving uh, user, and I will show you in a minute how we can perform that. And as you can see, folks, if we expand the forest and we're going to go ahead expand domain, I have my domain here, alphaskytech.com, as it shows in the Active Directory, expanding that. And this is the testing OU that I created. As you guys see, it tied up here, but it does not implement and sync yet until we link it to a policy. So as you can see, there's nothing in here, and there's nothing been linked to it, and it's empty. There is no policy in here, folks. So that's I'm just gonna be showing you that in a minute. And from this point on, as most of the admins and engineers knows that the place we do work on the group policy is a group policy objects actually. And as you can see, I don't have nothing in here. I click yes, and I don't have nothing in here. So we're gonna go ahead, click on group policy objects, except the default, of course. And we're gonna click on it, and then we're gonna go ahead and click on new, and we're gonna give it a name in here. And by default, it does come up to this new group policy objects. Folks and friends in IT, it's very important to have a specific name here and dedicated name. And naming is very important to know what is this policy, and eventually is going to help you out down the road. When you link, when you see a lot of them, when you have thousands of them, you're going to know what is it for. And it's very important to put as much as information in there. So for me, I will go ahead and we're doing hide and drives, um, and and block access. All right, for C and D drives. Okay, as you can see, this is a very uh, um, it's very explanatory. So as you can see, it's explained exactly what is this policy. So when you link it, and when you need to go and delete the policy, you know what to delete specifically. It's very important though. It's very, very, very important, folks. So you know what you're gonna delete. So you won't be deleting the wrong things, and it's gonna mess up the other things that you don't want to. And that's as you guys in the IT world, um, big problem. Um, so this is the name I will be given to this policy. I'm gonna go ahead and click OK to that, and it's gonna show up as you guys can see it, and it says it's enabled here. All right, folks. So the policy is here. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. And here, as you can see within the group policy, we're gonna now work on this in here. So we're gonna right click, and then we're gonna go click on edit. And folks, this is, you have to have a knowledge and experience to know and differentiate between the computer configuration is using configurations. As you can see, this is, I'm going to block certain users from accessing these things. So it's going to be under user configurations, and then we're going to go to, so it's going to be user configure, and then policy in here. And then this is going to be under, let me just drag it here. It's going to be under administrative template. And this is part of course, is a computer. And this is a Windows component. And then we're going to expand basically Windows component. Let me just make it a little bit bigger here for you so you can see what we are doing. And I hope it's clearer for you, folks. Okay. And from this point on, folks, we're gonna go to File Explorer. Okay, folks, sorry, so you saw some messages popping up for a keyboard and mouse USB that I had unfortunately stopped working. I have to replace the mouse and keyboard. But anyway, we expand the Windows component here, and then we're gonna go ahead for this specific on the group policy. It's under File Explorer. That's where we need to look in here to hide and block access for C and D drive in here, folks. So that's where the area we're gonna be working on and looking at, and I'm gonna show you in a minute. So to get to the point of the area, you're gonna type the first letter of what you're planning. Like it's gonna be you're gonna highlight whichever, and then you type H is gonna come up to what do you want it to look for? What are you looking for, matter of fact? So in this case, hide these specified drives in my computer. That's first what you're gonna look for, folks, in here, and that's what we are pulling out and revising or working on. So basically, we're gonna go ahead and double click on it, and we're gonna go ahead and enable that. And for pick one of the following combinations, we're gonna go in the drive drop down. Sorry guys here, and then restrict. It says here A, B, and C drives only. Gonna click on that. Then we're gonna go ahead and apply that and OK to that. And then now we're gonna go look for P. So now is says prevent, the first letter to prevent, matter of fact, prevent access to a drive from my computer. In this case, we're gonna go ahead and double click on that also. You can see. And then we're gonna go do the same thing we did previously on the hide. You're gonna go ahead and enable, and also for pick one of the following combinations. We're gonna go ahead and restrict A, B, and A, B, C, and D in here. And as you know, A it's used to be for legacy floppy drives. It's no longer, but they still put it here as the way is Microsoft. They have it uh, in case though. So we're gonna go ahead and click apply. And then we're gonna go ahead and click OK for that. So folks, we're pretty much done with the group policy management editor. We're gonna go ahead and close that. And we're gonna go ahead and go to testing OU. And now that you can see it's empty, and then we're gonna right click on it, and then we're gonna go ahead and ask link an existing GPO. So the link existing GPO, what are we gonna link to this? OU. So we're gonna link the one I told you. The naming convention is very important in here, so you won't be linking the wrong things. And when you're planning to delete, you won't be deleting the wrong things. So it says here hide drives and block access to C and D drives. I know also it's A, but it's not a relevance here. I'm gonna click OK, and as you can see, the GPO has been linked to this OU, and this OU, as you guys know, it's part of the AD and a domain in here, and as you can see this way, and everything it's here. And now we're pretty much done with the group policy managements also. We're going to go ahead and close that, folks, and then we're going to go to the Active Directory. Now, this OU I tweaked that has no users actually here. So I'll go to my users list, and as you remember, I'm going to have this user moved to that OU, folks, to the test OU as I created. So right here. So this OU, it will be getting whichever policy. In this case, we did have him blocked access to C and D. So rules of thumbs. Usually, I would go to CMD and go ahead and do a GP update on this in this area, of course, and also to the client machines where the user is going to be logging in uh, before we implement before we go ahead and look at to that in here. But usually it's sufficient when you do this and when you reboot the computer, the main computer usually does the trick. That's what I've seen in my world, my administration's world, folks. We can do it probably again. Enter. And also, as I mentioned, I have the habit of doing it on both ends, on the server side and on the. I know some people they only prefer to do it on the client side, but I have the habit of doing it on both to make sure it's everything synced properly in here. So, folks, now is the moment of the truth. I'm gonna go ahead and log in as a test user 2. And it's gonna take a minute or two, and because the again this is a part of the domain joint computer, and if I go to open the files on this computer, as you can see, there is no drives here, and poor test user 2 has been blocked access, folks, in here. That's unfortunate. So this is what I have for you for now. Right, folks. Now maybe I can show you how to remove this policy in this case after this. I don't want the poor user, test user 2, not to have access to his drives. And here, probably we have to remove the policy in this case, and then it will take effect right away. I'll show you that in a minute. So we're going to go to our server, to our tools, and then group policy management, folks. And this is the testing OU, as you can see. And you can either you're gonna go ahead um, um, uh, uh, link enable. Either you unlinked that is gonna tell you this change is gonna be affecting. Do you want to change the link enabled? So you can say that yes, and also you can delete if you would like. You can delete that. So now you can also delete this OU if you prefer. And probably it says access denied because remember we have this in the protected area, and that's where you go in the objects. You apply OK and delete this OU. It will be deleted. Okay, and I believe here also if you refresh it or if you close it and open group policy, it should be gone, folks. As you can see, it's no longer there, and that's the way you're gonna remove permanently anything that you implemented on the computer. Um, you know, if you have anything that you needed to be removed. But unlinking, matter of fact, I'm just gonna, if you want to do it temporary, unlinking will do the trick. By unlinking that specific group policy from that OU, it will do the trick, folks, here, and it will be successful here. And folks, if you go again, and I'm gonna log in as a test user too. And probably I should have done the GP update. Maybe we'll see here, or maybe it's that quick it will take effect. It did not take effect, folks, as of yet. So what I can do, I can Control Alt Delete, sign out again, and okay, as you can see here, gonna go ahead and do another GP update in here. And before I log in as a test user 2, and I'll see my access, which is I'm very happy as a test user 2. I'm getting my access to drive C and D back. Here, folks, just close this and open the client's computer for as a test user 2. And then his password. It's the wrong password. Okay. Okay, so typing in the wrong password all the time. Okay, folks, my alarm clock. Okay, maybe I have to restart again. So, folks, that was the mistakes when I deleted the OU. I should have moved the user two, test user two, from that OU to the users area, which I unfortunately I did not. Um, but now after I did recreate user two again, and hopefully it will it will be um, user two will be able to get to um, get to the locations. It's under users. I did create user two here. Back. I just want to make sure. Test user two. It's gonna be here. And folks, that's the so I recreated it back. And again, these kind of mistakes that you guys need to be careful and aware of. After I unlinked that OU or deleted that OU, the testing OU. Remember, guys, you should have removed the user two from there, and that's what happened after recreated. It's not like something of a big a deal, but this is in a real organizational environments. You have to be careful about that, not to delete and deletion and stuff like that. Although that was the main things that the that check mark was there for accidental deletion, which I checked, unchecked, and I delete without checking the OU itself. What is an inside though? I did unlinked it, but anyway. So the testing OU is there, and let's go ahead and test user. I'm sorry, test user is there, and test user 2 here. 2, and I'm gonna put the password. And right there, folks. And when you open the C drive, you can see he he recovered the test user to all the drives back. So, folks, this is the entire video. In a nutshell. I appreciate your likes and subscribes as always, and I look forward for bringing you more videos. If you have any question, please add it in the comment sections in my channel. And thank you and have a great day.